Greetings and welcome, all good people. It is the Bad Wolf. You know who I am, or you should by now. And you ready to get into this one? Let's get started. All right, so this particular video is for those people who keep asking me about the certificate of naturalization. Okay? So, as always, I never plan or prepare for any of these things. I just kind of go, it's probably a video I should make, so let me make it. All right, as my brain downloads the information, it's not a ton on this particular subject. Make sure you guys hit that bell, like, and subscribe. I thank you guys in advance. And unlike other gurus out there, certain ones, not everybody obviously is a bad guru, all right, shaman or whatever they want to call soothsayer. Um, the difference with me is that I live this life, guys. I've got court cases. I've showed that to all of the people in my VIP room. I don't hide anything. I don't hide my name. Yes, my videos are watched by various people in various departments of the government in the states and police officers and whatever else. I don't hide any of this information. It's all in the books. I'm literally just reading out of their codes, their laws, and then yet I understand who I am. That's the difference. And I also appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching my videos, putting those thumbs up. I mean, hell, even the negative people out there are drawing more attention to my channel and whatever else with the algorithms. They kind of actually kind of help it seem fair because there's some negativity in there. So in a weird way, they're actually helping my algorithm, which is crazy for my brain to think about, but it is what it is. Those are the logics. Those are the numbers. Them's the facts. That's the facts, Jack. All right. So let's get into it in just a second. So make sure that you guys hit that bell, like, subscribe. If you guys want more information on me, services, remedies, things to help you financially and whatever else, trusts, all that good stuff, go to blacksite32.com. For the other people out there who want the living in the private videos, the paid ones, the stuff that didn't quite make it into some of my free videos, go to jamesclovett.com. All right. Once you go there, order whatever videos you want. For a limited time, we have some of them for free. Some of these will change. Some of the paid will go free, some of the free will go paid. So stop back in there every so often to see what has been changed. Some of them are only for $1 that are normally $100 or $200. So I would highly suggest if you haven't watched, go over there and get those. And depending on how much more room I have on there, I may put some more videos, but I've already kind of hit the capacity there. So I may have to pull down some videos that aren't selling to put up some new ones. So to all the people, including William and Rama, um, thank you guys, and everybody else. I mean, it's not a ton. It's probably less than 10. Um, but thank you to those people who do support that way, and thank you to all the people who support in the Bad Wolf Media or Bad Wolf Pack on my YouTube channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now let's get into it. So the certificate of naturalization is generally something that is given to people who were not born here or you were born on a military base or to parents outside of the physical country. Now, for those of you guys who don't know this, there are two things going on right here. And I'm sure it's the same around the world because, well, you guys have told me from around the world. They're doing the same things here. And it didn't even start here. We're just more famous with it because we're the loudest ones on the block. But what they've done is they've corporatized the natural worlds. See, the very land that we stand on and sit, that is ours, we the people. That is our inherited. The earth itself is our inherited, inalienable, God-given right. Everything that has been man-made is a man-made creation, which is lesser, inferior. So they've corporatized or made a legal doppelganger of the ground. We own the ground. I don't know if this works better. Yeah, okay. And then here they come with their invisible man-made stuff, and they put it over the land, invisible. Now you're walking on the land, but when you use their IDs, you're locking into their invisible jurisdiction, like joining a gang. And then after so long, we have forgotten that we have God given inalienable rights and we own the ground. We are the republic. We are meaning removed, cleaned from the what? Public. That's where that comes from. They are the public. We are the republic. So the re part stands for remove, or Latin, tabula rasa, to clean, clean slate. Yes, I speak a little Latin. So the republic means to be removed from the public. That's why they want you to prove residency. They want you to reside from the private to the public, from the republic to the public. That's what they want you to do. That's what they're doing with the state provided birth certificate and the driver's license and the licenses and the thises and the that's. Okay. So let's focus in on the part that you came to see. That certificate of naturalization gives you citizenship and nationality. I believe the correct code is under 8 U.S.C. 1401, and then you go down through A, B, C, D, and E, and F and see which one of those works for you, fits your particular scenario. You could also look up 8 U.S.C. 1101A 22 A and B. You get both. They're not going to tell you that, but if you listen to the name, if you are smart enough to understand the information in front of you. See, we're not all playing the same game here. Y'all can look around and be like, okay, it's got some books and this and that and certain whatever, blah, blah, blah. Some people out there know exactly what's going on with all of this, and some of you don't. There are intelligence levels to these things, and you plug in where you plug in. You can only get that which is on your level, maybe a hair above. That's pretty much it. So I'm here to bring you guys up a level a little bit. Not ready for the top floor yet. It's too much. But maybe I'll give you guys a little bit higher than this channel over on my other channel, which is on YouTube, and that's Badwolf Unrestricted. We get a little jazzy over there. Might hurt your feelings. You might learn some things you didn't want to know. And it's only a matter of time before they start watching me over there on that channel because, they gotta see what's going on. So listen to the name. Certificate. So first of all, what does the word certificate means? It is a certification. It means they took it upon themselves within their fictional world of numbers because they own everything that is numbered. The real land is not numbered. They took it upon themselves to say, this is official. This document has been approved by all of us bigwigs who've gotten together and formed our own group. And we will back that this information is accurate. Now, we all should know by now, doctors, lawyers, police, judges, various people in the government, and whatever else can be bought and have been bought. They're paid. If money were to go away, you would see a lot more truth, light, justice come into the world. Unfortunately, opinions, studies, and whatever else can be bought and manipulated. The truth can be made to look like a lie, and a lie can be made to look like the truth. And most of the time, they hide a lot of it in the dark, but some of it spills over into the real world. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to it. So it's a certification. So it's to be made official in their world. What? It's a certificate of naturalization. So in their world, they're taking something that is natural and they're saying we officially recognize this to be natural. Because anytime you see the word of means you're not getting the real thing. So those of us already born here, we already have it. We don't need that certificate. Those people not born here, born on a base or born in on the outskirts or whatever else, they're saying, well, you weren't really born here naturally to have it. So we're going to give you this unnatural piece of paper that confers that you are in fact natural. But what also are they giving you? Well, once again, they're giving you citizenship under the 14th Amendment, which essentially means you're a employee, or let me say this correctly, you have the ability to regard yourself as a legal person or a member of their public jurisdiction if you choose. On the state level, it's represented by your name in all capitalized letters. With the government, it's you declaring yourself by checking off the box, if so asked. But you also get nationality. Well, what's nationality? Nationality means you are natural, you are native, you belong here, you're real, you're living. See, the 14th Amendment U.S. citizen is an actor. It's you putting on a mask. Naturalization, the national is the living being, tangible. The other one is intangible. It's connected to you, and they want you to be the surety, the responsible party for it. So, your certificate of nationality, that which they're not going to tell you, is that you get both. But they're not going to tell you so much about the second one. You have to be smart enough to figure that out for yourself. And I'm sorry, the average person is not smart enough to figure it out for themselves. The average person, even when told most of these things, because of the dumbing down of America through the various things that they put in our food, changing it into a Franken food. I mean, you really got to ask yourself, why are there some countries that won't even allow what they call food into their country and called food? Hmm. Stuff in your water, stuff in your deodorant, your kids' juice. Hell, there's even patents and technology for you looking at a screen right now that there's energy in there that can manipulate your thoughts, and they can tell where you're looking on the screen to see what attracts your attention. And then the algorithm starts to feed you more of what you're either looking at, talking about, it hears you, or you clicked or touched on. But don't believe me. Just a guy with a over 161 IQ. That doesn't mean nothing these days. People don't care. So somebody asked me, do they need to authenticate their certificate of naturalization? No, it already is. See, when the federal government, which works for America, it's not truly an American government, they work for us. We, the people, are governed by our consent. We can pull that plug at any point in time, but they're not really worried about it because not too many of you guys are really trying to get together and do anything, so they're sleeping good at night. And we all know what kind of BS they're on with the Weinstein, Epstein, Diddy stuff, elites, and whatever else. And I won't go into other countries and things that, control and buy us out and whatever else, or at least certain aspects of our government and states and things of that nature. We'll leave it alone for now, at least on this channel. Um, so no, you don't need to authenticate it because they are already operating in American jurisdiction. The states operate in a corporate maritime jurisdiction. Not the same thing, though they're part of our family. Like somebody from down the block marrying my sister or brother or something. They're in the family, but they ain't got the same blood. That's how the state ofs are operating as for-profit businesses that the government recognizes. So, do you need to then put it in a trust or do a name change? No. You can do whatever you want to do. But remember, all these things are optional. It's just about knowing. Don't let anybody fool you to think that you have to buy their package or, um, spend tons and tons of money or join their nation. Everything that they're doing, including me, is already out there for free. But if you don't have the time or the effort to study, then sure, buy people's stuff. But I'll tell you this, if it's too expensive, if it feels like it hurts your pocketbook, you can probably find it somewhere for cheaper, like free or greatly reduced, which is what we try to do here at blacksite32.com and jameslovett.com. It's keeping it real. Otherwise, we would be no different than the very people that persecute us, and we damn them for all the taxing and this and then that's, and then yet we who are supposed to be your leaders, guides to the private world to understand who and what you really are, would be no better than them. So stay away from people who hide their name, hide their face, um, don't show any proof, have no court cases they've won, um, call you names. They may have some good information, glean it from them, but don't let them dictate your world or disrespect you. So, with that being said, that's pretty much it. The certificate of naturalization can be used as is. One person said, oh, they can't find their original OG birth certificate from their home country. That's okay. You have the certificate of naturalization. That is all they need. You send that in, you fill out the passport application the way we show in the videos, which is going to be damn near how you guys are going to fill them out anyway, and you're good. So that's it, guys. Not a ton of information, but for those people who keep hitting me up, there it is. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.